Hello, welcome. I am your man in the shed, and indeed today we are once again proving that the globe indeed is a globe by using the sun. I know most of you are thinking, hey Andy, we're not stupid. Okay, but some believe the earth is indeed flat. However, before I get started, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, or even leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Today we will be showing how our magnificent primary star, which sits at the centre of our solar system, proves that the Earth is 100% a globe. Amazing. So, to start, what is the sun? Also, what isn't the sun? So, some believe it's a giant bonfire. It isn't. There's no oxygen to fuel it up there. Space is a vacuum after all. The sun is a giant ball of plasma formed by gravity. It is 99.86% of all the mass in our solar system. Our sun is a yellow dwarf, approximately 4.8 billion years old. All the planet's meteors, comets are all made of what was left behind. It didn't go into the sun. Formed by dust particles sticking together, becoming bigger, then gravity pulls more matter in. These materials were formed in stars over 13.5 billion years ago. We're all created from the remains of exploding stars. That's right, people, we're all stardust. Made up of mainly hydrogen, the remaining is mainly helium. In fact, every second, the sun consumes 700,000 million tons of hydrogen, which is transferred into 695,000 tons of helium. The sun is a middle age now. There should be enough hydrogen for another 5 to 6 billion years. It will get bigger, consuming both Mercury and Venus. The Earth may just about survive being swallowed by the sun. Just. But all life will be long extinct, sadly, by that time. Anyhow, you're proving the globe, Andy, yet so far it's been just words. Where's your proof? Okay, so evidence the globe is fact, a globe using the sun. Okay. Proving is also not flat, plain, or some stupid pizza world. And made up absolute rubbish. The sun rises every day from an easterly direction. It's doing that at this very moment. It's not east, as it depends where you are on Earth you live. This is a fact. It can be observed on a clear day, but even on a cloudy day, we are aware of it happening. We've all probably seen the sun coming up. Why would it be always in an easterly direction, I hear you say? Then, throughout the day, the sun rises higher into the sky before setting in a westerly direction. Again, this happens every single day, whatever the weather. It just is a fact, and it happens. Again, observable across the globe. Unless you're at either poles, we will prove in a future video that Antarctica is real, and some simpletons believe it's an ice wall. Protected by NASA. Why NASA? Why NASA, the space agency, people? Why are they protecting it? A great way to prove a globe Earth is this way. Pick a nice spot from which you can watch a sunset. We will call this point A. Hopefully you will have a clear horizon in front of you, and behind you you will have some sort of elevated point that you can quickly get up. A hill, a building with at least 2 floors, or perhaps an easy to climb tree. We will call this point B. You're with me so far. So, watch the sunset from point A, and once the sun is out of sight, hurry on over to the point B. With the added elevation provided by point B, you should be able to see the sun above the horizon. If Earth were flat, the sun would not be visible at any elevation once it had set. Because Earth is round, the sun will come back into your line of sight. Only briefly and only for quickly and only if you're quick. If you don't have a hill, you could even try lying on your stomach to watch the sunset and then standing up to get a higher line of sight. Not much higher, but it's a little bit. Alternatively, another actual experiment you can do is on a sunny day, measure shadows. So, pick two locations that are some distance apart, at least a couple of 100 miles from each other and on the same meridian. So, what is a meridian? It is a starting point for measuring system called longitude. Okay, so longitude is a system of imaginary north-south lines called meridians. They connect the North Pole to the South Pole. Meridians are used for measuring distance in degrees, east or west, from the prime meridian. Grab two sticks or dowels or other objects of equal length, two tape measures, and a friend. Each of you will take one stick or dowel or object and one tape measure to your location. Stick the object into the ground and measure the shadow. For accuracy, you should both take your measurements at the same time of day. On a flat Earth, the shadow that is cast by each would be of the same length. However, if you and your friends compare notes, you'll find that one shadow was longer than the other. That's because, due to the curvature of the Earth, the sun will hit one part of the Earth at one angle and another part of the Earth at a different angle, even at the same time of day, on the same day. This experiment has been around since 240 BC, when Greek mathematician, what's he called? Anyway, he compared the shadows cast by both Simph, now Aswan in Egypt, and Alexandria on the coast. Aristotle, as his name, had learned of the well in Cyrene, where once a year, on the summer solstice, the sun would illuminate the entire bottom of the well, and tall buildings and other objects would not cast a shadow. However, he noticed that shadows were being cast on the summer solstice in Alexandria. So he measured the angle of the shadow and found it to be an angle of 7.2%. Now, all of these reasons should be enough, but best proof, which shouldn't need arguments about, is we know the Earth is round because we have photographic evidence. Now, it's not just one photograph, there are thousands. Also, the argument that every country lies about the curve. My problem with this is, in the UK, where I live, the government currently is the Conservative government, and the main opposition, Labour in the UK, don't agree on much. In America, the Democrats, currently the government, and the main opposition, the Republicans, really don't agree on much. These may be more opposed to each other than in the UK. Other countries around the world, the same. Foreign nations don't always get on. I give you the USA and Iran, Russia and the Ukraine at the moment, and China and the USA, to name a few. These countries really don't get on. Yet conspiracy theorists believe that they all agree to this. Some countries, due to either political, ideological, religious beliefs, could never agree. Then there's NASA, a massive government organisation which has employed tens of thousands of employees throughout its decades of being founded on the 29th of July 1958. All the pictures taken from space, including from the rockets to shuttles and probes or satellites. Nowadays, there are many nations with space programs, and not just governmental agencies either, with Elon Musk's SpaceX, among others. All these staffs would also be in on the secret. So much evidence that proves the globe is 100% undeniable fact, but there will be But there will still be those who claim against the proof, either for personal agenda or to seem clever, but they clearly aren't. So, some don't even believe in space or gravity. What can we say? By next Wednesday, we will be looking at evolution versus creationism. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Like, share and subscribe. See you, pals.